Hello, everyone. I see people joining in. Hi, Aitor. It's been a long time. How are you? Asim, Eddie, Gabriel, Jessica, Patrick, Rush, Joanna, Steven, Sarfraz. Everyone, thank you so much for joining in. Let's just wait for a couple of more minutes. Meanwhile, I see people are still joining in, and then we can start moving forward with our topic. We will be covering four major topics in this webinar, and I will start that shortly. Patrick, you're right. Absolutely, Asim. Eddie, for everything, it's definitely Google. But we will definitely try what we can do so that Google still goes forward and salute our content and helps us to rank. But yeah, as you said, everything is because of Google. SEO, no SEO, content, no content, original, AI, everything. All right, so let's get started here. And so this is the topic, struggling to rank. It's not Google. And we will be looking into a perspective where we are not blaming Google more, rather we are looking into things that we need to do, we need to make sure that we are doing it perfectly, and rest leave it on Google to help you rank it. So we will be covering four major points here. Let's look into the first one. Here you go. The first one is live audit analysis of the web page. Let's look into the SEO optimization directly. So I will tell everyone who is present here, just drop in one link that you can share which has information, maybe a blog page or maybe a service page, which should have more information. Send it over in chat and I will take it as a live demonstration showing you what all needs to be optimized on that particular page. We will do it live right now, so please share it in the chat. Meanwhile, oh, Asim is already ready with it, so let's quickly look into it. Asim, that was quick. Rush, okay, I'm getting a lot of links. I will be covering up maybe one or two, and for the links that I see here, I will try and provide a video to help you, the links that you have provided me later on. All right, so here's one of the link that I see. So let's quickly go ahead and take this particular topic. So this is the dashboard that you see right now, where you will see all your documents. Everything is, everything that you create is here. You can organize it in different folders and, put up everything in right manner. Let's look into new document. Iter, can you hear me? Yes, I'm speaking. Please check your speaker. Something might be wrong. I hope everyone is listening to what I'm saying. Perfect, perfect. All right. So let's get started. And as we all know that we will be taking into consideration optimize existing content. So let's take up the link here. Laser tattoo removal using Pico Sure. I hope that's what it pronounced as. So let's remove the hyphens from between and let's put it up as the topic here. All right. So let's laser tattoo removal using Pico Sure. All right. And I am not sure which is the targeted location here. Let me check it out if I can find it somewhere. All right, no problem. But yeah, you can always change the location as per your requirement. All right, it's UK. Perfect, Asim. Thank you. So let's put it up as United Kingdom because that is very important so that outranking can go into SERP, collect information from top 20 ranking pages and ranking pages from the exact location that you need to look into. And that's why location is very important. Now let's quickly go ahead and create a new document. Now, this is going to take some time, maybe a couple of minutes, wherein outranking goes into SERP, collect information from top 20 ranking pages, imports the content, analyzes, and gives us all the suggestions that we need to look into. So just hold on. Meanwhile, it does the thing for us. Meanwhile, I will try to open up a couple of more pages that has been provided. Yes, non-techie queue. Jessica, I have already taken one of your link that I will be showcasing as well. Yes, I will be showcasing this one, the non-techie guide. I just opened it up and I was looking into it and I'll be taking this example as well. So we will be doing this definitely. And there is one more link that I saw earlier. Yes, from Rush, right? So Rush, let me check this one as well. Okay, so we will take this one as well. Let's quickly create another document. Sometimes it might happen that you enter a URL, a primary keyword, and create a document, and it does not fetch content to the editor. In that case, you can simply copy paste it to the editor. And the reason is very simple. There might be a couple of plugins, security plugins, or something that might be, stopping the function to copy the content, import the content. So let's quickly go ahead. Let's say Mercedes hybrid. Let me select the topic here. Let's put it up this way. I will create a document over this as well. And here we go. Let's start with the first one. So let me update the URL. Also, Asim, if you can provide me a sitemap, that would be great because I would like to show you internal linking as well. Everyone who is here, they would be interested in internal linking as well. So just provide me the sitemap if you have, otherwise it's okay. Now let's quickly go ahead and look into this particular document. So let's refresh the SEO score one more time. All right, so it's 68 and the target is 69 plus. So you need to at least achieve 69, but you can definitely go above 85, 90 as well if you optimize most of the important elements. And here is the entire content which has been imported. First thing first, let's remove everything that is not required or which is not part of this particular piece of content, which is additionally added to the document. So let's say, for example, if we are on this document, the first thing that you need to do is, let's say, book your free consultation. Up till here, we can remove everything which is down there, and then we look into the content and start optimizing it. All right, let's refresh the SEO score one more time. Okay, so now it's 58, and we have the exact content that needs to be optimized moving forward. And first thing first, let's look into the left side of the picture here. The word count is 1347, while the requirement is 3 to 1934. So you are less by just 83 words. So that's great. You can add few things and it should be fine. Or this word count is also fine. So you don't have to worry about it. Everything here are the dots, right? Green dot, red dot, and yellow dot. You will see the three different types of dots. Green dot is fine, like where your content is already well as your title is already well SEO optimized, your description is well SEO optimized, so you don't have to worry about it. So that's okay. But everywhere where you see yellow, there is still some scope of improvement. So no problem, Asima. I'll be showing another example with the sitemap as well. So let's look into the headings here. Okay, if you want to look into title, you can see how many keywords you're ranking for, and this is your title here. This is your description. You're ranking for almost all the keywords. Description, you're ranking almost all keywords. That's great. One more thing I would like to tell you is don't try to force any keywords in your title, description, or your content, because those days are gone. Like, where people used to stuff in keywords and it used to rank. In 2024, what really matters is user intent, search intent, and how original your content is. So always think about that and don't try to force keywords in it. You should add things which really matches your use case and do not compromise on your use case. Let's look into headings here. And you can see that the requirement is around 10 to 22 headings, while we have only 3 headings on this particular piece of content. So it's telling you try to add more headings in your content, while it's right now only 3, and this is the target it should have. So we will be optimizing this. Uh, Secondly, common terms. So we are targeting around 58 keywords altogether from common terms, while the target is 80%. NLP terms has all the related keywords. Common terms has all the related keywords. NLP terms, semantic variations, all of it here. It also tells you how many times you're using a particular keyword and what should be the typical usage. So let's say total removal, tattoo removal. I click here, it will highlight it for me where I'm using it. So I know exactly if I have to remove it from somewhere. If I'm overdoing it, I should know from where I have to remove it. Ink removal, if you want to add this to your content because it has been used 1 or 2 times in 9 pages from top 20. So this is important. You can click here and it will regenerate a passage which adds ink removal keyword in your content. So here is the rewritten passage. You can click on accept, and the complete removal passage, it will be adding ink removal in it. So I think this is the part here. If you click on accept, the content is replaced, and now you're adding ink removal 3 times. So this is something that you can do manually by adding keywords which really make sense to your use case. This is laser u is used 34 times. Try to reduce this word if it makes sense to you. And moving on to originality. So I will come on this topic because this is altogether a new point that we will be discussing once we are optimizing rest of the things. So I will come here again after a few minutes. Moving on to images, the requirement is 9 to 34 while you have 21 images. So that's great. That's fine. You have enough images on your content piece, and these are the top 10 pages with number of images that they have on their page. So if you want to check what sort of images they are using, you can look into it by clicking here, and that will take you to the competitors page where you can see what they are using in the form of images. So this is one way of looking into your competitors images. Moving on to internal links, so you can add your sitemap here. I don't have the sitemap, but yeah, I will try to add the link, website link, and see if it works. Otherwise, we will be working on other one as well. Thank you, Jessica. Okay, so let me just add the URL and see if it brings up. Just hold on for maybe a few seconds and we should see some data. No, so you need to add your sitemap here. And I will be showing this in another example of optimization. Now let's quickly go ahead and look into external links. The target is 2+. Try to add at least 2 links to your content. Right now you already have one, so that's great, but try to add one more, and this shows Google that you are very much feeling secure and you don't mind adding links from different domains, which gives more value to information to users. So try to add more links. Moving forward, you can click on see more, and then there is videos. So target is 1+. Try to add at least one video. It can be a YouTube embedded video as well. You can add video from here. It can be an embedded YouTube video. That's fine. Moving on to list items. Try to put up things into the form of bullet pointers, numbers. Target is 4+. You have 3 right now. And let's say if you want to change a particular passage into bullet pointers, you can always do that using prompt as well. So let me just show you that how you can do. Let's say, for example, this is the passage, you want to change it to uh, bullet pointers. You can add a greater than sign to write a prompt, write, and all right, so it will be rewrite the following into in the form of in bullet points, bullet pointers format. Rewrite the following in bullet pointers format, and I'm just putting everything in inverted commas, and then I'm clicking on run prompt. It will try and rewrite this content in the form of bullet pointers. So this is something that you can take help of quickly and generate bullet pointers for more readability and easy, easy for users to read it. So this is one thing that you can do. And now let's quickly go back to optimize. We can go to see more, and let's look into list items. Now you see we are 4 here. So now we are equal and it has turned into green dot. So that's great. Now let's look into tables. It says try to add at least one table. And right now we don't have any table. So try to, and this is a table from your competitors. So you can get an idea like what type of table you can add. So try to add a table. You can use this particular function to add a table and fill in the information. You can also use prompt to generate a table by adding, by writing a write prompt, and it will generate a table for you as well. Moving on to stats. Now it says the target is 25+. Try to add facts, figures, numbers in your content. Right now you have only 9. And these are some facts and figures that your competitors have added. So you can get an idea of what sort of facts and figures your competitors are adding, and you can try and add something similar as well. Moving on to the last one, that is plagiarism, wherein you can run a plagiarism score and see how it ranks. If it is written by outranking, it will be not more than 3 or 4. And in rare case, if it is 7, 8, or 6, there is an option fix with AI. You can click on it and it will fix it for you. I'm not doing this right now because this is going to take almost 10 minutes. Now let's quickly go back and try and optimize this one by one. What you can do is you can go to headings, you can try and get some suggestion, you can go to common terms and rewrite a passage and add a particular keyword. You can do that manually by going to every SEO element. But what really will save your time is automatic optimization. Click on it, select everything that you want to optimize at a go, and simply click on start. Now this is going to do wonders for you. So add number of headings. It is literally going to create new headings for you that you can add to this particular piece of content. Just hold on for maybe a few more seconds. Yeah, here we go. So everything that you see in blue are the new headings that it is suggesting us. So keep the ones that you want, remove everything else. I'm just showing you an example here so that we can quickly go forward. You can edit it here if you want to. So keep every H2 H3 that you really want to add it, and rest you can just delete it. I'm keeping this FAQs for now. And once you think that these are the outlines that you would like to add, you click on accept all. And this is literally going to add this outlines on your content. Along with the content, it will write for you as well. So just hold on, and here you go. So this is something which is going to help you to add more content, more headings, and move forward. And now it will straight away move on to adding missing common terms. This is the power of automatic optimization. And the most important thing is If you go manually, you will add one keyword at a time, but automatic optimization will add multiple keywords for you at a go. So why use PicoSure? And this is the passage below it. It will rewrite the passage for you in a way which adds this many keywords. So if you like it, and if you think, if once you review it, if it looks good, you can simply click on accept, or you can regenerate as well. If you click on accept, the content is replaced, and now you are targeting all those keywords that were mentioned earlier. So this is something that you can do and add more keywords, target more keywords. It will also, highlight it for you wherever it's required. So this is something that you can do. So, once you review all of it, discard everything that you don't like and simply click on accept all, and everything will be added to your content at a go. Now you see the common terms has turned into green, but understand one thing, common term is not going to, so when you use automatic optimization, common term is not going to add everything that it sees in the list. It will try and add things which are really required as per your topic, and which are little general in nature and which are commonly used. It will not try and force and add keywords without any requirement, because that might change or compromise your use case or the piece of content that you're trying to write. So in that case, if you want to add few more, you can come here, manually add keywords which really make sense to you, and move forward. Also, don't try to stuff in keywords without any requirement. Like I always say, you see the passages, you see how many times the keyword has been used. If you see there is a dash, don't try to forcefully add this keyword, or even where there is one or just two pages have mentioned eyebrow tattoos. Don't try to mention it if it doesn't match your use case, because this will be just stuffing the keywords forcefully. Try to add things which really make sense. Now, this is how you optimize all the SEO elements and then move forward. Now, let's look into originality. When you click on originality, so this is something very important in 2024, and with EEAT, Google algorithm, that we are always struggling to work on. So Google algorithm expertise, experience, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness is all about how well you know the topic that you're writing, how experienced you are, how expert you are, and what is the trustworthiness about it. So you need to add certain content in certain things, certain text, or you say information in your content in a way which shows Google that you are expert about this topic, which shows Google that you are experienced about this topic, and you are trustworthy when it comes to writing the content, and how you will do that. So this is a graph that you see of top 20 pages with the uniqueness score that they have. This is the originality score every top 20 page has. We are right now on only 1%, while the target is average 7%. So you need to try and add more originality to your content. And how you can do that, so outranking helps you to generate originality suggestions. In this case, it might not, because we just have three h3s, and it might require some more h3s to understand the concept and move forward with it. But yeah, let's try it out. Regenerate AI suggestions, you can explore it one by one by clicking on H2 or H3 as well, or you can simply click on regenerate AI suggestion. It will try and generate everything wherever it's possible on the entire content. So just hold on. Meanwhile, it tries and find out suggestions that you can add to your content, which will add originality to your content. This can take maybe a few seconds. So meanwhile, this is getting done. We are good to go with the second topic as well. And let me just add the link. The link that is coming here is because I have added it from my settings. So it has been added default. You can always edit it default, and it will come up automatically every time. So we will try and optimize this. Let's look into it. Yeah, here we go. So we are back on the first page that we are optimizing, and here are some suggestions that outranking is giving you. It will try and find out suggestion wherever possible. And for this case, it has find out suggestion for all the three H3s. Let's look into it. Why use PicoSure? Include a before and after GIF showing the results of PicoSure tattoo removal to visually demonstrate the effectiveness of treatment. Now I see that you've added a lot of images, and that is great. And these are, you are doing exactly as required. But what you need to do is you need to add it at the right place. So why use Picosure? That's where you need to add images, and this also counts. Like, it needs to be organized in a way which really makes sense when your content is been looked all together in one page. So try to add things which really is required at what H3 or what H2. Add a quote from a dermatologist or skin care specialist explaining why Picosure is preferred method for tattoo removal. Add a code. When you add a code, it shows that you are experienced about this topic, and that's why you're adding a code of something related to this from somewhere else. Integrate a statistics comparing the average number of treatments needed when Picosure versus Q-Switch lasers to quantitatively highlight the efficiency of Picosure. Again, a suggestion which shows that you are expert about this topic, and that's why you're writing stats. So these are the suggestions. Try to it's not necessary to implement all of it, but you can implement any one or maybe two, or just don't implement anything if it doesn't match your use case. Now, this needs to be implemented by a human. You need to implement it all by yourself, adding that additional value and originality to the content by human touch, human editing, human perspective, and idea that you bring in by doing it all by yourself. This can be done by AI as well, but outranking doesn't want to be done with AI. We want you to do it all by yourself by adding your own perspective to this content. And that is how you're going to add originality to your content. So this is something very important. And similarly, you will see types of tattoo removals, include before after photos. That's great. You already have it. Insert client testimonials, indicate stats or a graph showing the success rates of the tattoo removal methods. So these are some suggestions that you can use. Why choose us? Incorporate a before after again. Add a few testimonial customer reviews. So you're adding reviews. This shows that trustworthiness about your domain and why you are reliable. So try to implement a suggestion which really makes sense to your use case. And this is about originality, which really makes sense. And so when you click on accept here, this is simply going to add the suggestions on your page here. So let's say types of removal tattoos. I click on accept. Right, so you can if you want to add it, like, you can just implement it straight away looking at this and try to implement it at the right place right here wherever it's mentioned in what H3, or you can simply just copy one suggestion and just paste it here for your team member or your editor who's going to work on it. So let's say I added up it somewhere. This is a suggestion that you want to be added. You add it up here, and you can also comment it for your team member to look into it so that when they log in, they know exactly where they have to look into, right? So this is something that you can do. And so this is one page that we did, and let's move on to the next one quickly. And here is the SEO score is 48. Target 78 plus, and I see there are hardly originality is good. That's great, but you can still find and look into adding more originality always. But the title is you are targeting 8 keywords. The target is just one, but you might not be targeting something very important, and that is S400. And that's why still your title is red dot, because it needs to have the most important keyword that you're talking about. Right? So let's say, for example, I add this manually somewhere as 400. So this is your title, which has been already, there on your web page. I'm just adding S400 in your title, and now you see the title has turned into green. So these are the small things, but they really make sense because these are the very important keywords that you're talking about, but they are not there at all in your title. Now your SEO score has jumped to 62 altogether, right? You can always get some suggestions. Like if you don't want to do it manually, you can always, try and get some suggestion. It will try and find out suggestion if it makes sense. Otherwise, you can do it manually as well. You're targeting most keywords, but you're not targeting something which was required. So yeah, you can do it manually as well. Thanks, Asim. Now let's look into description here. You're targeting 3, target is 1 plus, but there is still some scope of improvement. That is why it's yellow. Now let's quickly go ahead and click on automatic optimization. And yeah, let's get started. Let's click on start. It is going to optimize the description for us if it really makes sense. Otherwise, you can do it manually as well. Meanwhile, let's open up the third document as well. It's somewhere here. Yes. Okay. So document, Shopify launch guide. All right. Let's create a document here as well. And let's go back. No description suggested. Reason is very simple and clear. You are targeting enough keywords, but there is still some scope of improvement. And if you want to improve it, outranking doesn't want to add keywords. Yes, Adil, it will be definitely provided. We will be providing the recorded session as well. So it has already added keywords, but if you want to do it, you can add more, but outranking is not doing it for you. Reason is very simple. You're already matched the requirement, but if you want to add, it will not do it forcefully. You can do it manually if you want to. So adding forcefully is something that outranking will resist on. So if you want to add something, let's say S400 here, you can do that. And now you're going to target S400. Now moving on to headings. Requirement is 1 to 8 headings only, while you have 25, so you're good to go. But I will always suggest don't have too much of headings. The requirement is 1 to 8. Try to be around 12, 15. But 25 headings are way too going overboard. So try to club them if possible, and then move forward. And these are the keywords that you need to target in your headings. Target is 6 plus, and you're targeting only 3. And these are the headings. These are the keywords that you can try and target in your headings. But if you don't want to do this manually, what you can do is you can simply use automatic optimization, keywords in heading, missing common terms, click on start. And this is going to optimize it for you. It will try and add headings in your content if it makes sense. All right, the third document is also ready and we will look into it. Yeah, so here are the heading suggestions, estimated time hours, and let's look into the one which really makes sense here. So symptoms. Now this is the heading, like you can create something like this, which is still same, but you're adding the keywords in it, right? So you click on accept, the H2 is replaced, and now you are targeting those keywords. So this is something that you can do, discard everything that you don't like, and then just simply click on accept all. And this is going to add everything in your headings, and it will rewrite your headings. Now it will move on to the next part, that is adding missing common terms. Your headings has turned into green as well. Your SEO score has gone to 68. Let's refresh the SEO score one more time. Right, so it's not trying to add more common terms because it has already added, which are really important. If you want to add more, you can come here and you can add it. So let's say if you want to add something like, let's say feet, you can click here and it will rewrite a passage which adds feet in it. Here you go. Review it. If you like it, if it looks good, you can accept it, or you can also regenerate it to get some more ideas. And this way you can add keyword at a time. Let's say learn more. You click on accept, content is added, and now you're targeting feed 2 times, right? So this is something that you can always do and add more keywords manually if it makes sense to you. Moving on to originality. So the second point, that was originality, we already discussed in the earlier page, and I'm showing it again here. Um So yes, the second point is EAT, the ranking secret to optimization. We always look into optimization by optimizing most of the elements, title, keywords, description, images, internal links. But what we tend to forget is adding originality and uniqueness to content. And that's where outranking comes into the picture, by wherein you can add some suggestions, which is going to bring in expertise and experience to show off to Google. Let's regenerate and try and find out. So this is your uniqueness score, that is 14%. So that's great. The target is 10%, but you can always generate and see if there are more options available which you can add, which will bring in more originality to your content moving forward. This can take some time, maybe a minute or two. Meanwhile, guys, any questions or anything that you have in mind, please drop in here and I'll be more than happy to help you out with that. Any questions, guys? All right. So, okay. How do you use the sitemap URL? Exactly. That's the point, Patrick. I'll be showing that. Just give me a second. I'm going to take on the third document. Yeah, here you go. So here are some suggestions that you can see. There's only one suggestion wherein it's possible to add more originality. So that's where it's giving you. So you can try and implement it if it makes sense. Integrate a video or GIF tutorial showing the ease of navigating through manuals, or a walkthrough of a common diagnostic procedure using the Eucanic full system scanner. So this is something very interesting, right? Like try to add something like this, and this is going to add more uniqueness to the content. So that's about it. Let's move on. We have seen all the SEO elements, what needs to be done on what SEO elements. Now let's look into the third part, third web page that we are looking into. And this is the one. Let me change the URL first thing. Okay, Asim, Google can detect AI content that's given, and but the thing is that Google doesn't really care about content created by AI. They know very well that AI is growing day by day and it's not going to stop, right? Like everyone is using AI to generate content. They are not against the content generated AI, but they are against the content which does not have originality to it. So creating content using AI is not a crime, but not adding value to your content and simply publishing the content which has been created by AI is the crime. So you need to add that additional value to it and make it look and show Google that you are someone who is experienced and expert about the topic that you're writing on. And that's why you are adding additional value, which the EEAT, the originality function outranking gives you, wherein you can do certain things manually, which is going to show that you are expert about this topic. So it's given that AI is not going to go down. It's going to go advanced day by day. It's already going advanced on a crazy space. And it's going to go more, right? Like a rocket speed moving forward in coming years. So definitely what really matters is how original your content is, what is additional value, unique value you are putting in your content, which is going to be valuable for the readers. Add value by taking your page and giving it to AI to write a video script and give the script to video AI and create your video, then upload to YouTube and then embed it to your page. Adding a video is fine, but so when you're talking about SEO optimization on a particular piece of content, adding a video is definitely going to help you get some brownie points. But the method that you're saying, or the video that you create altogether differently on a particular topic, it all depends on the use case, right? Like what sort of use case is yours and what you're trying to put in the form of video. So it can be different from one use case to another. Now let's look into the third web page here, and that is non-techeq.com Shopify launch guide. Now, first thing first, You need to remove everything that is not required to be optimized and which is not part of your content, piece of content that you're trying to optimize. So remove everything that is not required. Let's say I'll remove this part from here as well. All right, up till here, I think. Yes, up till here. All right. So let's refresh the SEO score one more time. It's 37, target is 76, title, headings, common terms. Originality is still good. That's great. And images, and there are other things that needs to be optimized. I will also add the sitemap. So Patrick, I'll be showing you sitemap here. So let's look into internal links. Let me add the sitemap here. It will crawl all the pages from the domain. Just give a couple of minutes or maybe a few seconds here and there, and we should have all the crawled pages here. Yeah, here you go. So these are the crawled pages. You can see more as well. So now let's get started. First thing first, let's go to title. Glossary on my blog. Can you just send me the link? What you're trying to show exactly? It shouldn't hurt as such. I don't think so. There are a lot of pages I've seen with glossary, but it doesn't really change the use case at all. The second. This is fine. It's not going to harm you. Don't worry about it. It links to a lot of words in my blog. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay, but it's not going to harm you in any negative way. So don't worry about it. And let's get started on this particular document, Jess, Shopify launch guide. And let's look into the word count here. It says increase by at least 1009 words. This is the typical range. And okay, again, like you don't have to do this forcefully. Only if it makes sense, try to add more content to your already created content if it makes sense. Otherwise, it's fine. Now let's quickly go back and use automatic. Let's go to title first and see that you. Okay, so your title is this, and you're not targeting any of the important keywords at all. So what you can do is let's use automatic optimization here. Click on title, click on keywords in settings, click on missing common terms, and let's start. Internal links, you already have a lot of internal links, I think, and that's why it's not showing internal link suggestion. But yeah, we can remove those links and then we can try. Okay, so here is the optimized title. It will generate an optimized title for you. So if you like it, click on accept. You can regenerate more, you can edit it, click on accept. The title is replaced. And now you're targeting more keywords in it. And now add keywords in headings. It will try and add keywords in your headings now. Let me remove a few links so that I can show you internal link, and to everyone that is interested in internal link. All right, so now we are on add keywords in headings. So what it will do is it will rewrite a passage for you in a way. So this is the passage. Features is the H3 here, just features. Rather, it says exploring Shopify's multifaceted features. So you can click on accept, and this is going to add some more keywords to your content. This way you can add everything that you like and discard everything that you don't like, and then simply click on accept all and everything is going to be added. Now it's moving on to adding missing common terms, and your SEO score has gone up to 60. Right, so let me remove few links again. All right, this is a theme Shopify. Okay, and I think we are almost done. All right. So I'll be showing you internal links now. Just hold on. So add missing common terms. That's where we are. Again, it's not going to add forcefully. If it finds it something which is relevant, which could be added in a general way, then only it is going to add it in automatic optimization. Otherwise, you can simply go to our common terms and try and add keywords manually, which really makes sense to you. This will take some time. Rather, let's just quickly go ahead and look into common terms. You have 62%, target is 80%. You can try and add it manually as well, or just wait with automatic optimization. And now let's look into originality here. So this is your uniqueness. Your uniqueness is 3%, target is 3%. So you are good to go. Your perfect uniqueness as per the requirement. But this is the chart that you see of the top 20 pages, and the average is 3%. But let's say if you want to find some suggestions here, you can always click on generate suggestions, and it will try and generate suggestion for every outline that you have. We have already added the sitemap. So once this is done, I'll be showing the internal linking, and then moving on to the third and fourth point. Meanwhile, guys, anyone, if you have any topic or keyword that you would like to write content on, just give me quickly so that I can show you the couple of points that is still remaining. Give me any keyword that you would like to write content on, and then you can also give me your email ID. I can send you the entire document as well, which we'll be creating right now in next 10 minutes. Yeah, so here you go. Let's look into it. If you find any suggestion, no suggestions at all, everything looks great. That's fine. You can try and generate more suggestions with the H3s and H2s that you have and see if it works for you. Otherwise, you right now have 3%, and that is fine as per the cybersecurity services. That's great. All right. So this is how you need to optimize it and move forward with every SEO element that you have. And let me just quickly show automatic optimization. Let's select. Okay, still internal linking is something. Okay, now we have the check mark here. Let's click on start with automatic optimization internal links. Click on start. And this is going to bring in internal link suggestions for us. Meanwhile, this is getting done. Let's create new document using AI assisted SEO writing. I'm adding the keyword here that is cybersecurity services, creating new document using the same. And now let's look into the third point, and which says beyond basic AI. We will discuss why simply relying on traditional AI writing isn't enough anymore. Creating content using ChatGPT, Cloud, or any other tool which is going to write the content for you the way you want, in the way, the tone that you said, everything. That's pretty same everywhere, no matter who says what. Like it's going to generate AI content superior every day moving forward with the technology going in, moving forward as well. So, okay, before we go there, let's finish this one. And we are on internal links. And these are the suggestions that Outranking has given you that you can add simply on your content. Free masterclass on the Shopify platform. Let's go up here. Online selling. So when you click here, it will highlight it for you where it is, online selling. And this is the link that it is trying to add, how to add personalization options to your Shopify store. If you like it, you can click on accept, and this particular link will be added to your content. And these are the suggestions. So you need to review everything, right? Like, so here you go, email marketing system, and it is picking up the right link, email marketing, right? If you want to add it, click on accept, the link is added. So this is something that you can do and add internal links. The target is 1+, you've added the 2 links here. So that's great. And this is how you can add internal links quickly, looking into all the suggestions and write anchor text keywords. So now we are done with optimizing the web pages. We did 3 different pages. Now let's quickly go ahead and create a document and finish our 2 topics. That is, one is AI and the other one is again EEAT. when you're creating new document altogether and not optimizing existing web page. So web security services is the topic, and now we are on the first page. Here is the workflow. All you need to do is just follow the workflow steps. Workflow has 5 simple steps. We are on the first step right now, that is title. And outranking has generated some intent-driven unique titles for you automatically. Now, this is very important, that what outranking does is that it generates content in a way which is search intended, user intended. So the title that you will see will be from the persona or from the point of view where a user is searching a particular topic in Google. I see. All right. Okay. So this title, so this is something which is not traditional. This is created specifically to give you titles which are from user search intent only. So select the one that makes sense to you. And once you select, it will tell you how many keywords you're targeting here. The one which are in green, you're targeting. The one which are in red, you're not targeting. Requirement is 6 and you have 10. So that's great. If you want to add something, you can do it manually here by adding, like, let's say, free, top free cyber security tools. And now you see I'm targeting all the keywords. So this is something that you need to look into. And if it matches your use case, get done with it. And once you select the title, outranking will automatically identify what sort of web page you're trying to write here. And it says landing page on the basis of the title. So if it makes sense to you, that's fine. But if you're not creating landing page, but this is the title that you're creating for informative blog post, you can change it from here as well if you want to. Or let's say service page or anything else, you can change it from here. And this is very important because on the basis of this, outranking will generate the outlines that you can use for that particular web page type. Now let's quickly go ahead and click on outline. Also, you can generate more titles if you want to. Now let's quickly go ahead and click on outline. Now we are on the second step of the workflow, that is outline. Again, outranking here is not going to generate content using AI, which is traditionally generating simple outlines. Rather, it will generate outlines which are intent driven and which are from the point of view of what users are looking forward to receive in the form of information. So look into the outlines that has been generated. And let's look into introduction, navigating cybersecurity landscape, growing importance of managed cybersecurity services. What are managed cybersecurity services? What your business needs a why your business needs a cybersecurity solution, understanding the risk, the role of cybersecurity in protecting your assets, examining the top security solutions, selecting a managed security cybersecurity service provider. So it's talking sense, right? It's also adding case studies here. Like, this is very important. It shows that you are experienced about this topic. Getting started with the top security services, steps to engage with managed cybersecurity service provider. Now let's say, so this outlines that has been created are very much apt and which are talking about the right thing that we want to add to your content, right? Now let's say if you want to add something manually, you can click on add H2, and let's say we add this one. Steps to engage with managed cybersecurity service provider. And let's say you don't know all the steps, you want to get some ideas on it. You can simply click on this arrow and you can click on H3 ideas, and it will generate some H3 ideas on the basis of H2 that you have added. So this is going to give you some perspective of what you can add in the form of H3s. Here you go. Assess your current cybersecurity needs, research and identify potential managed cybersecurity provider, evaluate, inquire, request, discuss and understand the scope, check for reviews, testimonials, case studies. So it's talking sense, right? Like, you can do and get some more ideas like this. And this is something that you have to understand. The requirement is around 10 to 15 outlines only, while outranking has generated 29, because outranking wants you to get an idea of 360 perspective of what all you can add. So remove everything that you don't like and just keep things that you really want to add to your content, and then just move forward. Let's say I remove few outlines from here so that we can quickly generate a first draft. All right, so we have 17 now. That's good. Let's look into the left side of the pitch window, and these are the keywords that you need to try and target. Target is minimum 27, and while we have 44, so you're good to go. But if you want to add something, you can do it manually by adding it here. You can also drag and drop and change the sequence of your outlines the way you want and make it as per your requirement. Below are the top 20 pages that you can see, which has also been added to the background research. So AI is feeded with this top 20 pages as background research. So the content that it generates is of top quality and factual as well. Now, these are the pages that are in the top 20. You can click on expand all and see what sort of outlines that they are writing for this particular topic. And if you would like to add something, you can simply click on this icon and this will be added to your outline. You can rephrase it and this way it will become your own and you're not missing out on anything that your competitors have. Moving on to questions tab. So these are all the questions, like people also ask popular questions that people are usually searching on Google. So try to add them if they make sense to you. And then you can simply club them up with FAQs as well if you want to. Right? Let's remove few of it so that we can quickly generate a first draft. Now, one more important thing that I would like to tell you here is add URL. So let's say if you want to add custom background research to AI so that you can also add more information, more quality information for the background research. You can do that. So let's say you have few URLs which have really good content on cybersecurity services. For example, your own website as well, which is not ranking in top 20. You can add all of those websites here and click on add URL, and all those URLs will be added to the background research. So when AI starts writing, it considers those information, those page information as well, and then it creates content altogether in a new form. Now let's quickly go ahead, and now there are two options here. Write yourself. If you click on write yourself, you'll be taken directly to the editor where you can start creating content. You can write all by yourself, or you can also use prompt to generate content step by step. Write introduction on cybersecurity services. The answer should not be more than 100 words. You can be very specific with the prompt and it will generate really good results for you. Let's click on run prompt. And this is not going to generate content from anywhere on internet. It will look into the top 20 pages only for background research, and then it will generate. Here you go. So these are the also URL, the sources that you can see from where the content has been researched. So this is one way of creating content one by one for all the outlines that you have. Now let's go back to outlines tab and click on first draft. Now, when I was talking about not using the traditional method, rather using something which is very specific to generate content as per your requirement and little, different from what people are usually generating. So now we are on the third step of the workflow, that is writing tools. And here you can create your own style guide. You can mention what should be the tone, what should be the voice, how to use words, how to write comparison type sections. You can mention all the commands here and give it to AI so that AI will write it accordingly for you. And let's say if you don't want to create a style guide, you can simply change some parameters here that you can see and then generate a first draft. I always say that the tone should be little specific, not too much, but little specific, friendly, and let's say witty here, because everyone is using informational, transactional, casual, professional, user friendly, and these are very generic form. Like try to be little specific, and this is going to generate some really good content for you. Also, how to answer all of the sections. Like if you want in-depth information, here it says concisely with fewer and shorter sentences. If you want to remove this and say detailed information broken down into small passages, it will write more information for you. And once you have updated this, prompts here, commands here, you will see the first draft option, which is an option here. You click on it, and there are two options here: generate optimized first draft and generate originality suggestion. Now make sure that you have a check mark here on both of this, because the first one will generate an already optimized 60 to 70% draft for you. So you will have to do less work. And the second one is originally generate originality suggestion that we will look into. I already showed you with optimizing existing web pages, but how it does for you when you are creating content altogether from scratch. Now let's quickly go ahead and click on generate first draft. And meanwhile, that is getting done. It will start writing content for us step by step right in front of us for all the outlines that we have. Here you go. Let's look into the fourth part, your EEAT powerhouse. See how outranking helps you to achieve EEAT Google that Google loves. So what outranking does is it will try and come up with suggestions wherever possible in multiple ways, which is going to add more value for you, for the users, um, in a way which talks about originality, experience, and expertise about yourself, that the person who is writing the content. So the way it starts writing, you can see that these are the brackets that it will come up with. And this is additionally done to help you add more uniqueness. Like this can be done using AI as well. But Outranking wants you to do this manually all by yourself, implement this suggestion if it makes sense to you. So the topic is types of services offered by top providers, right? Suggested placeholder for statistical chart of services and companies providing them. So this is something that is going exactly with the age tree that we are talking about. Infographic detailing statistics on cybersecurity. So this suggestion is up here, so you can simply remove it and just implement the suggestion all by yourself right here. And you will see this brackets at almost all the age trees. Suggested placeholder for comparison chart or video of industry leaders and their offerings. Case studies, testimonials or case studies on successful cybersecurity implementation. Suggested placeholder for example or white papers on successful cybersecurity partnerships. And it will also write content in a way which is more organized. It will highlight things which are really important. We are just about to get done. We have written 1709 words already. And here we go. We are done with it. And these are the additional suggestions that it will come up with on almost all the age trees that you will see here. So when you're optimizing existing web page, you need to go to originality and then explore it one by one, or maybe generate suggestion from here. But when you're generating content from scratch, you simply have to, look into your content where every suggestion has been added automatically on your editor itself. So this is something that you can look into and add it all by yourself by removing this and implementing the suggestion that you would like to add. And this is definitely going to add more originality to your content. So this was the fourth part, guys. We are about to get done with the webinar. Let's look into the last step in the workflow, that is publish, wherein you can download all the images in zip file. You can download markdown version, clean HTML version. If you're using WordPress, then you can install outranking plugin on WordPress, and there is an API key available in the settings. You can simply copy paste the API key, integrate it, and on one click you can import the entire article, create draft, or even publish the page right from here as well. There are videos available for this on the YouTube channel as well. You can look into it or you can reach out to me as well. I'm just sharing my email IDs for all of you. Also, we have Google Doc integration. So on one click, you can create a Google Doc. If you want to share it with your team, click on share with team and then give edit view rights and then share it, and they will have access to the document as well. Also, one more important thing I would like to tell you is for all the LTD users, there is an offer on AI characters. So if you're looking to scale content using AI, you can go to your account and there is a almost 25 to 30% of price reduction for limited time. You can go to add-ons and you will see the add-ons. Earlier it were 69 for 49 and 99, which is now 69. And if you're looking for unlimited AI characters, then you can reach out to me on the email IDs that I've given. And for $100 right now, there is unlimited AI characters add-on plan as well. But for that, you need to reach out on email. Otherwise, you can buy 2 million or 4 million right from here as well. Guys, any question or anything that you have in mind? We are just about to get done. Please let me know over chat or we can conclude this. Thanks, Patrick. Thanks a lot. Jessica, thank you so much. Adil, thank you so much. Asim, Eddie, everyone, thank you so much. Any questions or anything, guys? Thank you so much, Asim. Thank you, Eddie. Eddie, we are definitely doing the strategist webinar next week. Please look on to the webinar page on Outranking. And also, like guys, let me share the onboarding link where we have good resources, videos for all of you to look into. So yes, Eddie, we will be definitely doing that. There are a couple of updates that are going live this weekend. I'm just waiting for that, and then we will be doing the strategist webinar as well. All right, guys, use this link and you will get a lot of videos there, resources to help you understand how the outranking works. So everyone, thank you so much. And here is the page. Like, you can just click on it and you can see the video and understand how things work. Also, there's a webinar page. You go on it and then you can register for the webinar, upcoming webinars, or see the videos from previous webinars as well. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much. Bye bye.